What's up guys, Jay Walia here today yet again on another installment of Pura Vida, checking out the best in entertainment, lifestyle and luxury. Today we are doing a cigar review. Now this is the Norteño by Herrera Estate and Herrera Estelli. Yes, it is a collaboration. I can't wait to get into it, but before that we'll check out the dimensions of the Norteño. Features a Nicaraguan filler from, of course, the Jalapa region and the Estelli region as well. It is binded with a Honduran binder and capped off with a beautiful San Andreas Mexican wrapper. You know, it's beautiful in the sense that it's very thick, it's very rich looking, but it's rather rough as well. The length of this cigar is 5.5 inches in length, and its ring gauge is 54, and it's got a very unique shape to it. It's almost an oval actually. Nice packed foot right there. Good construction on the cigar. The name Herrera Estelli is of course associated by the cigar that goes by Herrera Estelli itself, and to me it is one of the best non-Cuban cigars. Now this cigar, the Norteño, comes with as a collaboration between Herrera, Willie Herrera specifically, and Herrera Estate. Now if I'm not mistaken, he was made the master blender or something like that in 2014 at Herrera Estate, and this was one of the first projects that they came up with. Now a very cool feature of this cigar, it says here on the band itself, we warranty the tobacco used in the Herrera Estelli are the finest vintage aged air-cured black cigar leaf. So this is an aged cigar. You know, it promises to deliver big on the flavor, and I think one of the cool features of the cigar, as I mentioned earlier, was the shape of it as well. So I'm going to get it going and I'll be back with the tasting notes. As you can see, the ash, it's a gorgeous color on the ash. You know, the construction is really solid, but don't expect the burn to be great because this is, after all, a Maduro wrapper on this cigar as well, and they tend to have burn issues. That's to be expected. Flavors are really smooth. It's a beautiful hit of dark chocolate on the palate, you know, and a wonderful sweetness, almost caramel-like sweetness on the finish. The smoke is thick. Look at this. Thick, chewy smoke, you know, on the palate. It really fills the palate up, and the finish is mid to long. You know, it lingers on the palate for a little bit, but it's a beautiful finish. You know, you're getting a lot of sweetness, but if you love dark chocolate, immediately you get a hit of dark chocolate, and a lot of that has to do with the aging of the cigar as well. You know, it's a rough looking wrapper, but the flavor profile is really smooth. Plumes and plumes of smoke. As you can see now, we are well into the second third of the Norteño by Herrera Estelli by Herrera Estate. Now the flavor profiles have transitioned somewhat. You know, you still get the dark chocolate, a rich hit of the dark chocolate actually, and you're also getting this nice caramel sweetness that still lingers on the palate, but on the retrohale you're getting a very sort of sour fruit note, and I think that comes down to the fact that the wrapper has been aged. You're getting very sort of like dry orange peel, dried plums, prunes, the likes of that, you know. It is quite tangy on the palate as well. So it's a very interesting flavor profile that's coming together, and each and every one of its flavors come together really well. It's very balanced indeed. It's not the most complex cigar you will have, but the flavors that you are getting is a beautiful on the palate. One caveat though, do not have the cigar on an empty stomach. So make sure you have a good lunch or a good dinner. You know, this is more of an after dinner type of smoke, I would think, you know. So yeah, that's just one caveat out there to remember if you're about to have this cigar. But the flavors are simple, but very delicious indeed. This cigar, wow, what bold flavors, punchy flavors. Now I must say, in the final third, there wasn't much of a transition left anymore, but when the flavors are that clear, there's so much clarity in the flavors. You're getting a lot of dark chocolate from start to end. You're getting a whole load of sweetness, caramel sweetness, and it maintains in the level of sweetness that the smoke has from beginning all the way to the end of the cigar. From the second third onwards, all the way till the end, you're getting tangy fruit notes on the palate, you know, more like sort of dried orange peel, dried prunes, things like that. It is a wonderful cigar. And I was mentioning how much value for money the cigar is. Now, I picked up the cigar for 29 ringgit, so if you do the conversion for that, you know, it's just a few dollars right there. It is a great budget stick, you know. If you're on a budget, this cigar is wonderful. But I would say the cigar will make a great pairing with a nice hot cup of coffee, you know. The flavors meld so well together. It's a great dessert stick. I really enjoyed myself with this cigar. It's highly recommended right there. That's all for now. I'll see you guys at the next Pura Vida reviews. Till then, bye bye and stay smoky.